So I'd like to introduce you to the Grand Dame, aka Karen. Don't with me, Huger. If you didn't know, now you know. Y'all gonna quit playing with Karen. Y'all are going to quit playing with Karen because Karen is not playing with you all. Okay? Listen, Karen went and had her a little sleep and woke up on day 2 of this trip. Baby, and Karen Huger is not playing with you all whatsoever. She rejuvenated and came back with her fingernails sharpened, all guns ablazing. She is not playing with you all at all. At all. Jacqueline, dear, you're not cut out for this. You are not cut out for this. It is very clear that they grabbed the wrong sister for the show. They grabbed the wrong sister for the show. You need the backbone that your sister has. Your sister that I know, that's the backbone you need. But to be starting stuff and then always running and ready to cry, they got the wrong sister. You ain't cut out for this, sis. And listen, Mia ain't got your back like that. When you listen, Mia's face when Karen grabbed you around your neck with her words, Karen, girl, Mia gave. I said, girl, she got you, sister. She got you. But girl, you definitely need Tita's backbone because your backbone ain't strong enough. You're not strong enough for this life. You really are not. And Mia, you got a whole bunch of nerve. A whole bunch of nerve. You steadily trying to drive something home. I don't understand people who sit in mess and literally don't own their mess and have a whole solid thing about what somebody else should be doing that's similar. Karen got in trouble with the law, possibly. You're acting just like we didn't watch you last season with G. G was in so much trouble that he was damn near excommunicated from his family about shiesty business. And you want everybody to come down on Karen about what could have been or what might have been. Make it make sense. And then I don't get it. Are you on her side or are you not on her side? Are you a friend or are you not her friend? I say you're not her friend. Because, listen, we're going to go through all of it. But for you to really come out and say, we need to take her to rehab, what part are you playing? Because you coming up as an old nasty piece of chaos demon, if you ask me. Because if I got a bitch that I'm talking about I need to take her to the rehab, why would I invite them to a whole weekend full of drinks and libations? You brought her to a whole weekend of partying, drinks, and libations. But in your mind and spirit, you feel like you need to take her to the rehab. So what part is you playing, devil? Huh? That sounds like somebody we know that would do something like that, doesn't it? I don't know. Little guy called Satan. Doesn't that what that sounds like? That sounds like straight up chaos demon. A person that you feel needs to go to rehab, you invite them out for drinks. I guess ain't nobody zoomed in on that yet, huh? Listen, I said all that to say this. This is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 5. Thank you all for clicking on the video. Let's get on down there into it. Jacqueline. Jacqueline and Mia start this episode. They are literally just driving the narrative that Karen be drunk. They're literally drunk. Oh, when she talked to me, she was drunk. Oh, when she did this, that, and the other. Oh, she was drunk. Everything now is Karen was drunk. When she did this, she was drunk. When she did that. Yet, none of what the charges and stuff are about. Not she's driving. There's no instances where she's been driving drunk. There's no instances where she is going back and making these mistakes again. But you are really wanting to drive this home, and then you keep saying, we need her to own up to her shit. Why? Why do you need her to own up? First of all, she's in litigation. What does she need to own up to for you, and why? Why? You can't even own up to who is your baby's daddy. Why? And Jacqueline, you fall on behind her like you are clean slate and ain't got nothing. But that's getting ready to change, ain't it, little girl? Ain't it, little girl? See, because when you keep on playing these stupid little games, when one person gets the doxing, everybody can get the doxing. And y'all can call it doxing or don't call it doxing, whatever. Because it's always the thing about, well, that ain't doxing because it's public record. Well, listen, when we start blabbing business that's public record or not public record or whatever, when we start playing nasty and bringing things and exposing people, everybody can start exposing people. And it don't always sit well. But you get ready to learn, Jacqueline. You get ready to learn. And your sister is on YouTube. Your sister should have told you that. When you get to yanking people's business and start poking at folks, you got to be prepared to be poked back. You got to be prepared. You don't poke without getting poked. I'm just saying. I was getting ready to say something else, but that wouldn't be very nice. So I'm just going to keep that to myself. Anyway, let's move on. TJ. I still can't get with Stacy and TJ. Stacy racks my nerves because Stacy act like she ain't never been in the world. Stacy, stop it. I'm going to need you to stop. Okay? Stop. Stop. Because you like a ghetto bunny that actually ended up with a better life. But we're not going to sit around and pretend like you don't know what the other part of life looks like. So, Stacy, I'm going to need you to get out of my face with that bullshit. So you're starting to irritate me. And then, TJ, if you don't get this queen out of here, get this queen out of here. He all up on here. You get the phone conversation. He on FaceTime. You got Jazzy and Wendy, and they're like, hi, it's so nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. But he wants to meet them. Oh, yes, this, that, and the other. And he's talking, and I'm looking at him, and he's so excited to be talking to them on FaceTime, more so excited than he is to talk to you. Now, I'm just sick of it now. Now, I was quiet, and I was being nice whenever he was over there at that gym. But this is what I need. I need you to get that queen up out of my face playing these goddamn games. He was given thank you for having me on the show. You're not on the show, Miss Thing. Get out of here, bitch. I'm sick of TJ. I'm sick of him. He's suspect, and it just don't sit right with me. Stacy, you playing like you don't know nothing, and you so green and so wet behind the ears. Quit playing with me. Y'all get out of my face. Y'all getting on my nerves. Y'all really are. Y'all two together is getting on my damn nerves. Now, moving on. Now, this was something. The 12 a.m. shout out for Wendy. That is her 40th birthday. Listen, me and my friends and family, we share that 12 a.m. shout out. It was meaningful to me when it happened. So it was like that. I felt it when it was meaningful to Wendy. Ashley, you was a hating asshole. So that's why it ain't mean nothing to you, because you're a hater. You're just a hater. You really are. Karen, You over there with your nasty self, because you can be nasty too. This ain't all, I gives it to you too, Karen. You over there being nasty and competing. Well, my birthday was this and my birthday was that. Well, Karen, you're 100 years old. You've had 99 birthdays before. So you can have one that we could like kind of let Wendy have her day. Like, knock it off. It ain't no good look. It just looks real. Shut up, Karen. Anyway, moving on. Mia and Jacqueline. They sit down at that pool. Jacqueline, there you go, doing your part usual like you do. Mia's letting you know, girl, you're not important. You're not. You're the sidekick, and you're always getting ahead of yourself. And you sit there and you shut up. You steadily want to go into what your thing is. You want to build your little time on screen, make your screen time count, and talk about what you got going on with Karen. Mia shut you right the hell on up and let you know, you are my supporting actress. Shut your mouth. This is about me. She shut you right up. I said, oh. So I won't talk about that no more. I said, oh. She wants to talk about Gordon. But see, here's the thing, Mia. You done fell all out of love with Gordon, okay? Because Gordon don't have all the things. See, better or worse. Worse came, and you ain't got no time for it, okay? That ain't no good look on you. But what you forgot is that Gordon loves Jacqueline, and Jacqueline loves Gordon. It's sort of like your Achilles heel, a rose thorn in your side, if you will. You try to act like it don't bother you, but it does. That's why you're always making her shut up. And then you're not slick. You keep the hoe close. Because, see, maybe I shouldn't say it. I'll say it. Jacqueline gives me the type of bitch that will go over there and jump on Gordon's half mass penis and bring him back to life. And then when Gordon's doing well again, then Jacqueline will be matching you. And you would just die. Y'all tell me, am I the only one that sees that? Am I the only one that sees that? Does Mia always keep Jacqueline at bay? See, you keep your enemies close. Right, evil foster sister? You keep her close to make certain that she don't get loose, because you know y'all like to lay in the same holes. Y'all like to wallow in the same dirt. Why would G be any different? And G loves Jacqueline. Who believes that G is going to always be down? I don't. I still like G. No matter what went on, I still like G. But just think about it for a moment. If G and Jacqueline get together and G get back on track, oh Mia, what a time will be had. Moving right along, and that's the thing. She shuts up. She follows your lead for everything, but you can't turn her on G. She's talking, well, I agree. Because G feels as though you've been using him and this, that, and the other. You were. You keeping him close too, keeping your eye on him, trying to make sure you keep your foot on his neck. And all of these things, he has this, he has that, he's bipolar, blah, 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 blah. You are adding the layers to keep him triggered. That whole thing with that little short nigga hanging around and the stuff with the kids and all that, you are keeping your foot on G's neck, keeping him triggered so he can't get back on track. You ain't slick, Mia. Everybody see you. And oops, Jacqueline agrees with G. So you can't turn her against G. And you know she a hoe, and you got to keep your eye on her. Because if that hoe get G back in line, then maybe you'll be a friend to the show. Anyway, and Jacqueline, that lip line is too dark. It looks ridiculous. Moving right along. Keep trying to clown that man. Talking about he's the nanny. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for all that. All this little stuff that's going. You're gonna pay for all of it. Every bit of it. Moving on. These little flashbacks they did with Giselle and her dad and the girl, all three of her girls. I thought that was beautiful. It's definitely something wonderful for you all to have as a family. Y'all, that's something that y'all could always look back at. That was a really nice montage. I really, really liked it. I thought it was fantastic. So kudos to Bravo for that. You know, usually when they play flashbacks, I'll be cussing Andy out, calling him shady ass Bravo Andy. But this montage was beautiful. Good job, Bravo. Good job. Okay, so here we go. They get down here to this table. It's a new day. Baby, the shade from Jacqueline and Mia was so evident. It was so thick at breakfast. And when somebody said something about holding grudges, and Jacqueline just started driving home, yeah, when you hold grudges, it makes you age. And it makes you an old, crotchety bitch. That's that thing and the other. And her and Mia going back and forth talking about what grudges do to people. And hey, that's Stacy playing stupid, but she ain't stupid. Stacy gonna say, are you talking about Karen? I said, oh. I said, okay, okay, all right. And then Jazzy was trying to come in to help. Like, I said, girl, I knew then. I said, y'all not gonna like this. Y'all not gonna like it. Then Kay went to trying to say a little something, you know, in defense of, and honey, Mia gave her very well, girl. What about your drug dealer boyfriend, honey? Talking about her ex. I said, oh. So her and Kay was having a little words. But Kay tried to act like she knows she's talking about, Kay, that's not gonna work. So again, here I go. When we dig in Doxson and pull it. Now keep in mind, Mia started that. Mia went with somebody that's not even here and ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Then she turned around and called her Stitch. Called her Stitches, honey. I said, oh my God. So that triggered her. And she told me, and she said, that's all right, honey. Your face is glass, right? Glass face. I said, oh. Then when she ends up going, then Ashley just had to get her a piece, right? Because that's the way the game is played. Ashley's like, oh, hell no, you hoes ain't going to sit around me and make no scene. And I don't get me a little taste. Ashley going to ask her, she says, well, Kate, you have a scar? Do you, like, were you treating your scar to, honey? And that just triggered her, honey. And I told her, nah, that's really rich for you, of all people, to be asking me anything about my scar. Don't ask me nothing about my scar. Then Ashley gonna sit there and pretend like she don't understand why Kay got so offended. Girl, that was your friends that bashed her, honey. That was your event that they bashed her. Stop playing, Ashley. You knew what you was doing. And then she waited. Will she take off and was screaming because she got all triggered? She gonna say, I just don't get it. I don't understand. And I don't see a scar. That's what Jazzy was like, girl, you okay? You got glasses or something? You can see the scar on her head. Like, stop that. She ended up coming back out later, and she told Ashley flat out, don't ask me nothing about my scar. Don't mention nothing about my scar. Don't play with me. You know, and Ashley still, I didn't know. Or somebody. See, at that time, Kay better than me. Because all about somebody, a scar on my face, I'd have probably took one of them glasses and popped Ashley upside her head and asked her, now, do you see your scar? Because this is the main bitch like that. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. And she playing, you know, stop that. So right after that, Karen put on her boxing gloves, and that's when we actually met. Karen, don't fuck with me, Huger, honey. I said, uh-oh, what new Karen is this, baby? She put the grand dame to the side, put on her boxing gloves, and she said, Jacqueline, weren't you trying to work it out with Mr. PP? And she said, oh, yes. And we're doing this and we're doing that. And she, she's sitting right next to Karen. And Karen said, yeah, so that's my question. Did you stand beside him when he got his 25 convictions? I said, oh, baby, I said, got you. Honey, that Jacqueline got, I said, no. See, because you digging around in the internet. She done laid up in that bed last night and dug around in the internet. And now she on that ass. I said, uh-oh, honey. And Mia's face told it all. It gave, uh-oh, Jacqueline, honey, what's going to happen now? And here it was. They started talking about the convictions for the baby's daddy and how he was a police officer and he lost his position and this, that, thing, and the other. Try that god doggone Jacqueline with the niggas splaining, honey. I said, see, it ain't so much fun when the Karen get the gun, honey. Let's look at that. Honey, she niggas splaining. Then she got up and goes across the table to sit over there by Mia. Now you in full victim. That's when I said, where's Tita, honey? Where's Tita? We need the Tita sister. We don't need you. Jacqueline, you ready to cry. Ready to cry. But you started this. You started this ever since the season started. You've been at Karen. You've been begging Karen to come out and get you. And she done came out and grabbed you by your throat. And now you don't know what to do with her. And she's sitting over there, honey, and she said, that was very low of you to bring up somebody that's not even at this table. Well, it was fine when Mia did it across the table to Kay, right? Like, stop it. And Wendy's down the other end of the table poking at Mia and them. I said, girl, stop. It was a mess. And she said something. She told her, you're low. That's really low. She told her, no, baby, I'm God's baby. And I don't start things. I finish them. She said, Patrick didn't deserve that. Patrick always tells me don't bother you because he loves you. Honey, that Karen said, oh, sure, girl. Patrick talks to you. Honey, that Wendy got the cackling and kikiing down at the down the other end of the table. Wendy was like, I said, child. Jacqueline looked down there at Wendy like, and Wendy's like, oh, I'm sorry. You ain't sorry, Wendy. You was tickled as hell. And so was I. And she told her, she said, please, Wendy was squalling. She told her, listen, I'm teaching you not to fuck with me. I said, come on, Karen. Girl, she had you look at a fool over there, Jacqueline. I said, you right on the brink of tears, honey. She said, you came with rumors and allegations. I come with facts. You need to know. I said, girl. She gave you the 1-2 knockout punch, girl. And they all separated out. You know, they went in their little groups. Honey, that doggone Ashley over there, messy as hell. But when it got too messy, Ashley broke camp. Ashley was like, no, baby, I don't want it with Karen at all. I don't want it with Karen, honey. And that's when that Mia sat over there and said, oh yeah, every season she come and she breaks it. Every year is, oh, and then I'm suffering over my mom, the loss of my mom, and all. I said, oh, Mia, see, you really want war. You really want war with Mrs. Karen Huger, and you're going to get it. You are going to get it. Remember, she got to watch this stuff back. Karen was sitting at home this weekend watching this stuff back. When it comes time for that damn reunion, I promise you, Mia, you bringing up her mother, Karen's going to tear your ass up, and we're going to be here for it. Ashley said, oh, no. I don't want that kind of problem. I'm about to leave up out of here. Got right on up out of there, honey. And then that's when they had told Stacy. When Stacy went over there and told, this is just disturbing, this, that, thing, and the other. At this time, Mia done went through her phone. She done pulled Karen's charges and all of this kind of. I said, look at you. Look at you acting like a nasty little YouTuber is what you doing. You acting like a nasty YouTube bitch, like a dog with a bone. I said, girl, but see, you don't want to get down with it when it come back around. You ain't gonna like it. You got paternity hanging over your head. You got bipolar G hanging over your head. You got your slutty friend right there with you. You don't really want it with Karen. You may think you want it with Karen, but you don't. You really don't, because you a crybaby ass too, honey. And then they get Stacy and told her, this is what you're defending. Stacy come out there playing white woman, honey. Stacy, hey Stacy, you not a white woman at all, and we ain't going for it. Well, Karen, these people were saying this about you, and they were saying that. Then they said that we need to take you to rehab, and should I be worried about you? You should be worried about yourself, Stacy, because you coming out there playing and acting stupid. You don't want to slip up and rub Karen wrong, and then she'll be getting you too, because you sitting over there with a disillusioned situation with a sissy that you didn't took up with. You got a husband over there. You don't want to tell your daughter that y'all getting divorced. You got a whole bunch of bullshit going on yourself. You may want to protect your neck from Karen too. Y'all better quit playing with the Grand Dame, honey. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave this right here. Y'all better stop playing with Karen. Y'all pushing Karen into a corner, and when she come out swinging, y'all going to all be crying. And I'm just going to leave that right on there. And Giselle's on her way back. Giselle's on her way back, and rest assured, Giselle is allowed to argue with Karen. Do you think that Giselle's going to allow you all to gang up on Karen?